It's a blessing to have you here with me tonight. Don't be shy, let the words speak for you, alright. Come on,
This is my
step in the light.
return to sender piece. See, one thing about me is that if I don't fuck with you, I don't mind you knowing I don't fuck with you. And if it was fuck you last week, then it's fuck you this week. Anything I said once, I'm willing to repeat. So I will. One thing about me is that if I don't fuck with you, I don't mind you knowing I don't fuck with you. And if it was fuck you last week, then it's fuck you this week. And anything I said once, I'm willing to repeat. Because see, that's the thing that people tend to underestimate about me, taking my kindness for weakness and my silence for being meek. But see, I'm cut from a cloth of niggas that move with mystique. Bunch of night crawlers dressed in all black, ready to pop up and disappear before questions get asked. So why be rogue and make things hard to grasp? Like playing pussy won't get you fucked. That's a fact. Facts. Because see, I'd have been stabbed in the back so many times that it's hard to heal. But even with the exoskeleton made of steel, Sabretooth was able to leave scars on Wolverine's steel, which created a cutoff game made of animania. Especially when someone wants to profess an example, like two fingers to the temple, manipulating situations and forming imaginary images, the type to let entitlement make them lose their position. But see, I'm the type to keep the armor on, helmet on like Magneto, forming an iron barrier around my mental, because people have you forgiving shit that won't leave your front. Forefront because I didn't foresee. You disturbing my PEACE because you couldn't spell peace. Now I have to use ASL to tell you peace. But see, that's gonna make me the villain in some stories. Well, every universe has an evil that's necessary. Melting metals, burning bridges beyond the fix. But something's gotta die so you can rise like a phoenix. So I just play the cards that I was dealt like Gambit. So at times I tend to match energies and that can get explosive. But by then I've already accepted the consequences. So we could take this wherever the GPS takes us. So don't let the marvel of this poet shit fool you. Because if I don't fuck with you, I don't mind you knowing I don't fuck with you. And if it was fuck you this week, then it's fuck you next week. And anything I said once, I'm willing to repeat.
It's called
Southside.
outgoing and outgrowing. Would you applaud me if I wasn't so cheap? Diamonds I didn't drop in your stream made our bond seem weak. Comment on every post I made if it wasn't so bleak. I apologize. My depression is seeping through the edges. I think my sorrow might leak. Would you still choose me later if now I was too weak? Believe in me beyond what your eye can first see. Embrace me beyond the discovery that I might not be the person you made me out to be. Look for me around the corner if you could not see, or leave me on the ground like you do not bleed. If I drop the ball, can you still respect me? Correct me like a real one would? Could you be a friend if a real friend could? Or shy away and neglect me if my healing's no good? If I don't show up when you say and project peace and light upon your livelihood? When I can no longer support you to the tune of a VIP? Or when self love elevates larger and further than our connection could ever lead? When the revival in me awakens a voice? When I stand up and clap back, I feel the fearlessness in my choice. We vibrate higher than exploitation and manipulation. Holding me at gunpoint to love you is not a consolation. Your support will not shackle me. Your love will not gaslight me. Your dollar will not make me. And your sins do not break me. I execute in my own time. I poet to my own rhyme and I share on my own
All right, this
dime.
one right here is called The Sound of Revival. Y'all ready? I said they told me that healing was quiet, but I heard it in my own voice. A whisper turning into a thunder, learning that survival itself is a choice. I walked through seasons of fearless nights where pain and purpose stood face to face. Every scar became a lesson. Every downfall taught me grace. Through discovery, I found pieces of myself hidden beneath doubt and broken dreams. Then came growth, slow but certain, like sunlight breaking through the seams. I learned self love isn't selfish, it's the root of inner peace. It's choosing your worth repeatedly until the wars inside finally cease. With support, stop carrying storms alone. I found strength in reaching out my hand. Real appreciation grew for the people who stayed beside me when I couldn't barely stand. Life is built on choices, some heavy, some divine, but every step towards elevation started with believing I could rise. No dream survives without execution, without courage meeting intentions halfway. So I revived in time with my spirit and let hope lead the way. Now, this is my revival, not becoming someone new, but finally embracing the soul I always meant to grow into.
Love notes to the brokenhearted. When was the last time your heart felt connected to someone that made you feel safe, seen, and heard? Awakening your love chakras, allowing your heart to melt. Feeling a connection, let go, have no fear. Those tears will allow your pain to subside. Your joy shall come. Tomorrow is the prize. Watering my heart instead of guarding it. Breaking free of the chains, starting to love again. No need to pretend. Trusting the feelings, I gather my peace as I release the emotions. I am experiencing a shift. I am beginning to trust God's plan is better than mine. Divine timing is aligning. Life lessons have opened my eyes. When your heart aches, sometimes you seek revenge rather than praying. My heart deserves comfort. My mind deserves rest. My body deserves love. I deserve happiness. In the middle of storms, I remain optimistic. Each time I looked in the mirror, I found myself again. I was once you, brokenhearted, full of anger and pain, saying to myself I would never date again. My choice phrase used to be fuck love, repeatedly saying I would be single forever. Speaking affirmations, giving yourself grace, truly makes you change. Things can no longer remain puzzled. Growth and healing allows you to love on yourself. That's top priority. Gaining clarity allows you to write love notes to the broken-hearted girl you used to be. And as always,
Used to
remember
be
that part. And as always, remember, Creative Soul
So
said
speaking
that.
of reciprocation,
my favorite word.
so let me ask you something. Why is it that people don't see your worth until they run a tab up first? Hold on, I'm gonna say that again. I said, why is it that people don't see your worth until they run a tab up first? Like it's a sale on what you offer, like you're expendable, as if there isn't a limit to your efforts expenditures. Not knowing the amount of work, like the nights you were scared to dream, or the days your smile sees your screams, or when chaos was routine, but let you have a problem and can't solve it, and bring somebody's calling and you ready to intervene. See, that's only because at that point you was looking at the cup half full, being optimistic. Now thinking of the fact that that also means that it's half empty. But see, people gonna pull from it because they know you gonna give it, but then you run dry and you become the villain. Now nothing's holding you down, so you tip, and everything that you do is being defined as tripping, but nobody's paying attention to the milk that's spilling. Now your creature habits starting to creep in. You start to become reclusive. Because see, everybody remembers being sent away as children because they couldn't vocalize their dilemmas. Like, you remember when your mama used to tell you to go on till you figure out what your problem is. But see, it took me becoming an adult and listening to a wise man that told me that I had nothing to gain from avoidance and had everything to gain from acceptance. Because see, acceptance is the first step to self-preservation. And acceptance will tell me that I got to give in spirit. But self-preservation will tell me how much to give. Because see, at a certain point, you got to learn how to live and let live. I mean, you got to live your life and let people live. Because see, you got so much more to give when your cup is filled, but not everybody deserves a sip. Just the ones that are reciprocated. Like, you allow me to put my cup above yours, not me put myself above you. Just allow my overflow to pour into yours so it's not wasted on the floor. So when I start to get low and my cup starts to lower and I can get in a position and catch from yours. But I'm gonna do that part again because I don't think the crowd caught that. Hold on. I said, just the ones that reciprocated. Like, you allow me to put my cup above yours, meaning you allowed me to get into a position. Not me put myself above you, meaning I'm not more significant. Just allowing the overflow to pour into yours, meaning my come ups became our successes. So it's not wasted on the floor, meaning you kept me at high vibrations. So when I start to get low and my cup starts to lower, I can get into position and catch from yours reciprocation. But see, Life's the mixologist. You just gotta trust in due season that your cup will be filled. You just have to go through that back and forth until you got that perfect mix. Until you got that perfect mix. Cheers.
I did
Salsa.
not mean for my introduction to be disrupted. I'll excuse your consumption and pardon my interruption, but I have a secret I'd like to tell. My intrusive thoughts are all consuming. With violations to come and fear hidden in places you wish you could run, I want to make you rise like the sun. Sweet torment in your eyes as I whisper the blind truth, my eyes open, rhythm holding, hands on your chest pressed head, hoping if I break, will break and satisfaction will find you. Temptation is behind you, obsession ahead, yearning for my indulgence while I beg you to stop because I keep you fed. Mm. But my king's always hungry, so I'm always serving. Thighs shoulder width apart, on most nights deserving of every ounce. Let me serve you this rapture. Let us romanticize our ruin. Confuse surrender with safety and lust with love ever after. Excuse my chaos, but there's a devotion in the way that I want you. Pardon my disorder, but it need go no further if I can't have you. Don't mind my recklessness. Yes, I am reckless. This is not a game to me. And no matter your latency, I will make sure you feel great in me. Abandon your understanding, release your will, don't hold it in, I'll see. Moan for she. Gets wetter as she acknowledges your pattern of pleasure. Make her the center of your universe, earn her Milky Way, indulge in the sounds we make. Become one with me as we break.
What they carry. Behind the smile lives pain. Behind the silence stays secrets, built from abandonment and abuse, surviving wounds people neglect, filled with anxiety and fear, trapped inside inner choices, chaos, while intrusive thoughts replay every hurt and every loss. Their truth stays hidden, covered by scars and confusion, until depression reveals the damage behind the illusion. People make excuses for the deepest violations, but healing begins when survival stops being imitation. And somewhere inside the darkness, they finally face the blind truth. Some battles leave bruises on souls, not just proof on the body's roof.
Call it RTS. It's not easy to let go. For the betterment of you learning to grieve your past is the only way to move forward. Healing through the pain, not allowing your scars to define you. Don't be blind to the negativity around you. Stop making excuses. Time and time again, when someone shows you the truth, believe them. Not allowing confusion and chaos to trigger your anxiety. Forget abandonment. Fuck depression. Free yourself from any doubt and fear. Stop making excuses for abuse. Stop allowing those hidden scars to shame you. Learn to release that shit that no longer serves you. Anything that distracts you, disrupts your peace, release that shit. Any intrusive thoughts, release that shit. Any secrets, don't keep them buried, release that shit. Any violations of your character, address that shit. No applause necessary. It's time to restore the soul. Return the sender, all the bullshit, all the manipulation, all the half-ass energy. Keep me far away from the negativity. My benevolence will not allow you to play with me because the choices I've made, I've learned to live with them because I'm in my healing era, raising the standard. My voice is my power. So you're going to understand with every line, every creative piece, that I've got peace within me. As on this road to self-discovery, self-love is a top priority. Watch as my elevation is seen through fearless execution. My growth will be my testimony as my soul's revival takes a clear path to building my own legacy. Know that with or without your support, I'm going to release some shit, raise the standard, and return to sender all the shit that no longer serves me, including some people who don't deserve me. With much love and appreciation, a creative soul.
Come on, step in the light. Wordsmith, show the work in your craft. We ain't perfection, but let the light of God shine soft through the cracks. Let your truth breathe.